Hello YouTube, Joe here, making a second attempt because apparently my office is haunted by fucking ghosts and shit keeps on falling over and knocking over the camera, so I apologize for my cussing, but holy crap, it happened twice in 2 days and I don't remember Winchester, Virginia being on a goddamn fault line. Couple quick things to go over. Number one, I've finally settled on a schedule for videos. I'm thinking we're going to wind up at about 6 a week. And how that's going to break down is Monday is going to be a car review. Tuesday is my day off. So that will be the day that I do the flea market video upload, because then I'll have Monday night and part of Tuesday to get it all edited and whatnot. Because that's probably going to be one of the only videos that I edit, maybe the car reviews. Any of my pickup and my video game haul videos, those are pretty much just one-shots, unless I actually film something while I'm out hunting. Again, I don't know. Wednesday will be the pickup video from Tuesday, unless I don't go to the flea market on Sunday, which then it will just be another pickup video, because it's going to be weird that way. If I go to the flea market, Tuesday's video will be the flea market. If I don't go to the flea market, then Tuesday's video will be a pickup video from Sunday. So on those weeks, I may actually just combine Sunday and Tuesday and make it a Wednesday video. I haven't fully decided yet. We'll see how it goes depending on how much crap I can find on my days off. Thursday will be the second car review of the week. And then Friday will be an update video going over any repairs I've made to any of the pickups I made during the week and letting you know where we are in terms of what's coming up for the upcoming weekend. Saturday is the day I think I'm going to take off, just because in the morning I'm going to do garage sales and hit the flea markets that I know have stuff, just to try to make some money. So there really won't be a ton interesting. However, if I get some good pickups, I'll film all of that and then I'll put those up on Sunday. See where I'm going? So it's going to basically rotate through, and Saturday will probably be the only day I don't actually upload a video. Hopefully. You never know what'll happen. I may come down with, super age, or my brain may stop on one side and go. So, anyways, I did meet a gentleman this morning and picked up some PlayStation stuff, original PlayStation. First off, being a small PS1, but if you hear that, I didn't realize until I put a game in there that the CD-ROM holder was actually broken, and as soon as it started spinning, it basically shattered. It did read the disc though, so I'm just gonna find a parts one somewhere for a few bucks and yank the piece that holds the disc in and replace that. Or if I can just find another PS1 that's in rough shape, then I'll just swap out the whole laser mechanism as long as it works. I did manage to get a couple of things out of that though. A Sony multi-tap, 2 analog controllers, and they both actually feel okay, although one has worse nubs than the other, but that's fine because I have the 2 other systems and I only had 1 regular controller, so I'll put one of each of these with those systems and sell those on, and then I can buy another system or whatever I want to do. So that's cool. Next thing was 2 gun cons. One is the PlayStation branded Namco one, and the other one is a Nyko called the Super Cobra. Now the gentleman said he liked this one better. Number one, it's got stuff like auto fire here, and it also puts like the start and the reload buttons well within reach, unlike this one which has them far away. Unfortunately, I can't really test them out because I don't have a CRT, cathode ray tube television, and light guns don't work on flat screens. So we're just going to have to deal with that. With the two guns, pardon me, I did get a copy of Time Crisis, which I will bundle with both guns since I only have 1 Time Crisis game, unless I can get away with just bundling one. Who knows? Copy of Spider-Man 2. Now, I paid $30 for everything. Now, Time Crisis and 2 GunCons on eBay, or just 1 GunCon on eBay, has been going for in the 20-ish range. So I figured 2 GunCons in the game, I can probably get 25, making most of the rest of this free. Spider-Man 2, it's worthless. I'll probably keep that one. And then 2 decent ones, Crash Warped, and it is complete. I swapped out the case because the case was really ratty. The disc is fine, it plays. I put it in the other system. And then Spyro Year of the Dragon, however, it's not actually complete. Somebody just pulled the front page off the manual and stuck it in a jewel case, which is kind of bizarre. I'm thinking that the manual might have been damaged in some way, and rather than just have a damaged manual, they just took the good cover off, because if you look at the disc, it looks like it's got paper stuck to it, so I'm assuming there must have been some kind of contact transfer between the manual and the disc. I can get the rest of the residue off the disc, no problem, and it does play. So I'll do that. Loose disc prices on the Spyro Year of the Dragon are about $14 to $15. So if I even get $10 for it, I'll be happy, and I'll try to sell it to the guy, again, that bought all the Suikodens from me. He seems to be the guy that wants to spend the most money with me, and I'm not going to say no. So there you go. Not bad. It did also come with a memory card that I set down somewhere, and I have no idea where I put it. On the way to work, I did stop at a garage sale, and it was in the middle of nowhere, but they didn't have a phone number listed, no email, so I couldn't ask if they had games, but I figured I would just stop out and see. It was 2 houses across the street from each other. Neither one actually had any games. The first one was just a really small garage room with just crap. The other one had some stuff, but they decided to keep all their game stuff, even though I asked like 6 times. They did have a few PC games, and for 50 cents I got a copy of Alone in the Dark, and it is in very good shape, disc-wise. As well as Star Wars Monopoly. And I just got that because I like Monopoly and I like Star Wars, so now I have Star Wars Monopoly. So there you go. For $1, I kept it from being a completely wasted trip, although it was basically a wasted trip to go get that stuff. Woody hoo-roop. Once I got to work, I was just checking some stuff out online. Nothing was really popping up. I was looking to see if there were any garage sales in the morning. There is one that's about 30 miles from my house. However, the lady is supposed to be sending me a text with what she has. She said she has PlayStation and Nintendo stuff and possibly GameCube, but I asked her to either send me a picture or a list, and she said she would do that this evening. If she doesn't get it to me before like 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'm not going to go to her sale first, because I'm going to go over to the flea market where I bought all those DS games that made me like $100 and see if he's got anything first, because I know he'll have stuff versus her maybe having things. And tomorrow is all about making some cash, so I'm not going to go looking for GameCube games because they take a few days to sell. I want to find some Wii games or DS games that I can sell to GameStop, make some quick cash, so I have some cash for Sunday. So anyway, I went to work and I checked my balance for my Power Up Rewards card, and I noticed I had enough to get a $10 used certificate. And the other day when I was in there, I noticed they had a Halo 3 hard drive for the FAT 360. List on it is $17, but I had the $10 gift certificate, so it only cost me $7 in cash. And I know you're thinking, no, it cost you $17. Not really, because those points are rewards for spending money. They don't have to give you those points. So yeah, so basically for $7 I got a Halo 3 20 gig hard drive. And that's not a terrible thing. I'm thinking I'm going to open it up and see if I can pop in a different hard drive, a bigger one, because they're just normal SATA drives. So, and I have a few extra. If I can, then I'll swap it out with like a 320 gig or something, and then I'll have a bigger hard drive. I am keeping my eyes open for a Halo 3 Edition Xbox, since I have the ODST controller already. And then a lady was trading a bunch of crap in. She must have bought a storage unit or something, and they weren't taking most of it because a lot of it was incomplete. She had GTA 5, but she only had the installed disc. She had a few other games where she was missing one disc or the other, or some of them were just too far scratched. So she wound up trading just some little stuff and keeping a bunch of other stuff. She's going to call me on Monday because she took a Genesis and a bunch of games to a horrible, horrible, horrible place that's going to rip her off. And when I heard that, I said, hey, look, I'm a collector and I do buy. When they call you and tell you what they're going to offer you, please call me, tell me what they offered you, and if I can offer you more money, I will, because I'd hate to see a place like, I'm not going to name them because I don't want any crap from them, but I'm not going to let some place overcharge you for stuff and not give you any money at the same time. So unfortunately, she also had like a Rock Band set, and I don't want a Rock Band set. She did have a bunch of PS2 games in a box that obviously GameStop doesn't take, so when I talk to her on Monday, hopefully she's going to allow me to get all the other stuff with it, and I'll make a pretty sweet package. For $1 though, I helped her carry all this stuff into GameStop, so she sold me this for $1. I know it's not really worth anything, but it's a Lynx game, and it was $1. And trade-in on this is 4 cents, and she would have just let them have it, and I couldn't do that. So I took it, and again, she's going to call me. Hopefully I can get that whole Sega Genesis lot from her. So, oh, for that 3DS that has a bad charge port, I did manage to pick up a 3DS charge base, and it's an actual Nintendo branded one. And I got it from my buddy at GameStop, and it was just in a bag on the shelf, and it was $1. So I pretty much have now solved my issue with that one having a bad charge port. Unfortunately, I do have to get a new battery for it because the Nyko back that's on it replaced the battery. So once I get a new battery for it, then I'll just keep it with this charge port, and then I'll have a working one that only costs me a little bit of money. So there you go, there you be. That's the updates as well as the future plans for episodes. Now I have to clean the office because it is just kind of piled with crap that I've been picking up over the last few days and getting ready for the sale. So tomorrow, again, I'm going to go garage sailing and flea market in the morning. If I get anything, you'll know about it on Sunday. And hopefully Sunday the flea market goes well. I'm not anticipating a lot of sales or any huge sales because I don't have a ton of systems to bring, but I think I'm just going to do kind of like a blowout clearance sale on the crap that I do have, you know, $1, $2 for the games, and decent prices on the systems just to get rid of all this crap, because I also noticed that I got a little lax in what I was willing to take just to try to get some stuff for the flea market, and I can't fall into that trap because then all of a sudden I'll be buying crap all the time. So yeah, there you go. Oh, really quick. This is one of the 360s I got yesterday where the guy said the drawer doesn't work. It works. It's not reading the game every time. So I'm going to rip it apart, give it a really good clean because it looks like it's filthy inside, and see if maybe it's just a dirty laser or something. God, I hate when they smoke and do stupid stuff around this stuff because it stinks, man. Don't do that. You know, it's probably full of cigarette ash or dead people skin. Anyway, that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Please feel free to thumbs up the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to, again, get some stuff put away and get out of here. So, see ya.